Thanks for joining us. I'm Robert Holden. We begin tonight in the Yukon. First Nations are slamming a federal and territorial decision document regarding the Kudz Ze Kayah mine project in southeast Yukon. This contentious project has been in the work for years in an area significant to Kaska First Nations. The mining company doing the exploration says the mine has the potential to be the biggest producer of zinc and silver in the country. CBC's Isabella Calisi has reactions from stakeholders on the project.
This week, the Liard First Nation joined the Ross River Dene Council's expression of disappointment with the final decision document that the mining company, BMC Minerals, is required to follow. The chief of Liard First Nation, Stephen Charlie, says the Kaska are not against mining in the area, but what they want is for their laws and concerns to be addressed before areas are explored, as they are not in agreement with the terms and conditions as they are. Charlie also says the Yukon Environmental and Socioeconomic Assessment doesn't know how to address the concerns of unsigned First Nations. The First Nations say going forward, they want further discussions on their needs and priorities. BMC Minerals Vice President of External Affairs, Alan Nixon, says the company is committed to sitting down with First Nations. He says the project has been in discussion for over 10 years and that before the environmental review, there were terms agreed upon between the mine and the Kaska. Nixon says the company recognizes the significance of the area to the Kaska and the Finlayson caribou herd and is working to mitigate effects on the environment as much as they can. He also adds the company is committed to employing the Kaska and people from surrounding communities like Ross River and Watson Lake. Nixon says the mine is fully expected to be operational in the future, with the earliest chance of construction in 2 years. Isabella Calisi, CBC News, Whitehorse.
A longtime Yellowknife tourism operator is under investigation by municipal bylaw. It's regarding concerns raised over how sled dogs are kept at Beck's Kennels. The owner tells CBC News he's not worried. Devin Tradinick reports.
Chris Brady's first time in Yellowknife didn't go exactly as planned. He wanted to try dog sledding and visited Beck's Kennels on Curry Drive, but says his first impressions left him stunned.
The second we arrived, it's just every dog's screaming, yelping and barking, and it's like in the movie where you walk into a shelter and all the dogs in a shelter of like mangy dogs are jumping against the fence and look like they're all distressed.
Brady's complaints are not the first. The NWT SPCA has also raised concerns about conditions at Beck's Kennels. The organization sent an email to the territorial government and the city in January saying they had received many complaints about the business last month, and municipal enforcement has made site visits to follow up on a complaint. Grant Beck owns the business and keeps the dogs. He says he's got nothing to hide.
We're doing everything that we need to do, and the dogs are happy. The dogs are well conditioned. Very proud of my dogs. I'm very happy. They can investigate and check whenever they would like. I think that's a good thing. I don't have nothing negative about that. I think it's great.
Beck says his near 150 running dogs are in top shape. He says they're fed at least twice a day, get their kennels cleaned daily, and get plenty of exercise. Beck also says the dogs are Alaskan Huskies, specifically bred to pull sleds. He admits people sometimes express concerns about the status of his dogs, but says that's often based on misunderstanding, such as when a barking dog is believed to be in distress when it may just be excited.
It's just some education, I think, would help.
Yeah.
I think that's the word, educating the people that really don't know what it's like in the north.
CBC News asked for an interview with municipal enforcement. The city declined, but a spokesperson says they're still reviewing the case and won't comment any further to protect that process. Devin Tradinick, CBC News, Yellowknife.
The hamlet of Gjoa Haven, Nunavut, had no emergency plan during last week's community-wide outage. The loss of power triggered a state of emergency in the community. That has ended, but the frustration has not. Samuel Watt has more.
The glue carts are melting ice to make water for tea. It's a traditional Inuit practice, and Miriam, a municipal councillor, prefers to drink that.
But if you have to use water for cleaning, it's hard, especially during winter and blizzard days.
She needed a lot of water during the 3-day-long power outage in Gjoa Haven last week. She was one of the lucky ones to have her power restored early, so she took in family members who were without. 10 people in one house. But her pipes were damaged, and earlier this week...
Our pipes burst and water started flowing above the floor.
The Nunavut Housing Corporation says roughly 50 homes were damaged in the outage and 6 families were displaced at one point. NHC says the local housing organisation went to those homes as quickly as possible and additional tradespeople are being brought in.
They should start putting emergency planning in place because most of these houses and pipes are old.
Gjoa Haven MLA David Porter took to Facebook on Monday, blasting the hamlets for not having an emergency response plan. CBC News has attempted to reach him for comment, but did not hear back. Once upon a time, such a plan did exist, but Mayor Raymond Cookshun Sr. says something happened during building renovations.
I think that's where they lost some of the documents.
But he says the hamlet is preparing a new plan. During the state of emergency, the hamlet had a warming centre, but that was only open during the day, and households with heat were paid to take in others at night because of a flu risk.
Department of Health advises that it's better not to keep them together too long.
The department told CBC News it issued no such advice. Residents are already fatigued by slow water and sewage services. That's from a leak in a water line from the pumping station in January. Cookshun maintains an emergency declaration over that isn't necessary.
But right now we're able to deliver water. It may take a little bit longer, but we ask the people to be patient and work with us.
Nunavut Emergency Management says residents still have access to safe drinking water. It just has to be boiled first, and repairs to the water line would happen regardless if there's an emergency or not. Cookshun says more contractors are coming next week, but there's still no timeline for a fix. Samuel Watt, CBC News, Gjoa Haven.
Staying in Nunavut, there's a new cabin for people traveling between Igloolik and Arctic Bay. It's in an area called Nuvukuta, located between the two communities. The cabin is an initiative of the Kikaktani Inuit Association, or QIA. It was built by Nautik Suktik, who are Inuit stewards. We spoke to one of those stewards. He says that it can take more than 6 hours to drive between the communities by snowmobile.
Pretty windy out there, like zero visibility at times. It's something that people will shelter from.
Ikalukjuak says he hopes the new cabin will give travelers a more comfortable journey. It replaces another one located in the area that previously burned down. Candidates for the Kikaktani Inuit Association by-elections say they're ready for Election Day. Carl Cardinal spoke with them about their priorities.
The by-election for the King Knight Community Director position on the QIA board will be held on Monday. 2 candidates are running for the remaining term until December 2028. The by-election follows the passing of former director Martha Jha, who served the community for nearly 4 years. Candidate Peter Derek Uturki says he wants to see more activities and programs for youth in the community.
I would like for youth to gather with elders. From what I'm observing, I noticed that elders and youth aren't connecting much. I also want to make youth a priority.
Candidate Yitzhak Zara Yitzhak says he wants to advocate for elders, especially when it comes to accessibility and services. He also wants to advocate for dog slaughter victims in his community.
I would do my best to find out about how we can figure out how to be compensated for losing our dog teams, especially the descendants of families who lost their dogs.
Election Day will take place on April 20 from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. local time in King Knight. To vote, you must be an Inuk enrolled under the Nunavut Agreement, be at least 16 years old, and have lived in King Knight for at least 1 year. Carl Cardinal, CBC News, Iqaluit.
In the Northwest Territories, the federal government is investing $1.5 million in the Nitat Gwich'in of Inuvik. The money will help local Gwich'in businesses prepare for upcoming infrastructure projects in the community. The aim is to keep contracts local and employ as many Inuvik residents as possible. The $1.5 million investment from Canfor will be given over 3 years. The program is called NITAD Operations, Readiness and Training Hub, or NORTH. The NITAD Council wants to create a database of Inuvik Gwich'in businesses to help smaller groups on bigger contracts. Helping their participants get the training and certifications they need is also a priority under the program.
It is to benefit our NITAD Gwich'in participants and their businesses and have them ready for a lot of the economic opportunities that are on the horizon, specifically in the NITAD homeland and community of Inuvik.
McLeod says he met with some Inuvik Gwich'in business owners and they're in favor of the program. The Yukon government is apologizing after accidentally providing more money for seniors. A second payment was made in error to seniors who receive income supplement payments.
We will be communicating with them once we have more information about how this will be adjusted going forward. I have discussed with officials at Health and Social Services both the problem and the steps that will be taken to address it, as well as considering what we might be able to do going forward. I don't have those answers about the solution to prevent this type of mistake happening in the future, but I have asked officials to look into it.
The government says the administrative error occurred because of a process problem related to its computer systems. Canada's Justice Minister says he's concerned about the way the Notwithstanding clause is being used in Canada. The clause allows federal, provincial, and territorial governments to override specific charter rights for a temporary period of time. Now the minister says he's open to amendments at the federal level to limit the clause's use. Olivia Stefanovic reports.
Deep inside the vaults of Library and Archives Canada.
Hi, Sean.
I'm Milan.
Very nice to meet you.
Justice Minister Sean Fraser is getting the chance
That is cool.
to see the original Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms for the first time.
It's cool. You get to see the history with your own eyes. That's wonderful.
Signed into law 44 years ago, the Charter protects basic rights and freedoms of all Canadians. It also contains a clause, increasingly used by provinces, to temporarily override some of those rights, to shield themselves from legal challenges.
I do have significant concerns, both of a legal and public policy nature, about the repeated invocation of the Notwithstanding clause.
In an exclusive interview, Fraser tells CBC News he's open to establishing parameters around Ottawa's use of the Notwithstanding clause.
If the rights that we have written in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms are existing on paper but not enjoyed in our communities, is the Charter worth the paper on which it's written?
Drawing swift backlash from Quebec's new premier, who was later reassured in a meeting with the Prime Minister the federal government won't tell provinces what to do.
We're not looking at constitutional amendments on the Notwithstanding clause.
But Fraser says the government could back a Senate bill proposing conditions for how the clause should be used at the federal level.
Canada has always been a beacon of human rights, protections of minorities, and when they are being questioned and being assaulted in various legislatures, I think the Government of Canada can send a clear signal that the Charter of Rights and Freedoms of Canada is definitional.
At the provincial level, Manitoba is proposing guardrails for its use of the Notwithstanding clause. Fraser says the federal government's next steps rest on an upcoming Supreme Court of Canada decision ruling on Quebec's use of the controversial clause to preserve its secularism law. Olivia Stefanovic, CBC News, Ottawa.
The U.S. and Iran have declared that the Strait of Hormuz is now completely open to commercial shipping. Governments, businesses, and consumers worldwide are relieved that oil and other products can now move through the vital waterway, but their optimism is tempered. The actual terms of the deal between Washington and Tehran are in dispute, and a ceasefire between Israel and Iran-backed militants in Lebanon is fragile. Chris Reyes has more.
The U.S. and Iran have both declared the Strait of Hormuz open.
It's a major development after weeks of anxiety and uncertainty surrounding the key waterway, where a fifth of the world's oil supply travels through. Iran exerted control over the strait, slowing traffic to a trickle immediately after the U.S. and Israel attacked the country in late February. A few days ago, the U.S. imposed a naval blockade of Iranian ports in the waterway. Today, Trump wrote on social media, "The Strait of Hormuz is completely open and ready for business and full passage. But the naval blockade will remain in full force and effect as it pertains to Iran only until such time as our transaction with Iran is 100% complete." Trump also said that the deal with Iran will include getting mines out of the strait and recovering Iran's enriched uranium to bring back to the U.S. Trump also said Iran agreed to suspend its nuclear program indefinitely and that it will not receive frozen funds from the U.S. From Iran, a more concise statement. The Iranian foreign minister said, in line with the ceasefire in Lebanon, the passage for all commercial vehicles through the Strait of Hormuz is declared completely open for the remaining period of the ceasefire on the coordinated route as already announced by Ports and Maritime Organization of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The foreign minister also suggested to Iranian state television that handing over enriched uranium is not part of the deal. Major oil shipping companies and other world leaders welcomed the news, but many said details have to be worked out before there's any kind of return to normal for the waterway. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer was co-chairing a meeting with France on the future of the Strait of Hormuz when the US and Iran made their announcement.
We welcome the announcement that was made during our meeting, but we need to make sure that that is both lasting and a workable proposal.
President Trump said there will be more talks with Iran, likely this weekend. Chris Reyes, CBC News, New York.
The war in the Middle East continues to hit consumers and businesses across Canada and the North. Air Canada now says jet fuel prices have doubled since the start of the conflict, and some flights are no longer economical. The airline announced Friday it's dropping direct flights between Yellowknife and Toronto. In a statement, Air Canada said the Yellowknife-Toronto route has unfortunately never reached profitability, and that with unpredictable fuel costs, they made the decision to cut the route. That will take effect September 1st. Tipping for service is ingrained in Canada. Now, some business owners in Yukon are bucking the trend. CBC's Bruce de la Cruz tells us why.
Any Canadian is familiar with this screen. Businesses relying on tips to boost workers' hourly wages is the norm in the service industry. But Yukon Spa in Dawson City is using a different model.
I believe that we should be paying a living wage and relying on businesses to pay appropriately and it being their business model rather than people having to pay tips for service.
The owners of Yukon Spa did away with tipping 2 years ago. Lee Manning says in addition to paying a livable wage, he's able to be more transparent with customers on the cost of services.
I think people notice it when they get their bill. When they look at a menu and say, oh, it's $28 for a meal, they're just paying $28. They're not adding the taxes and the tip, and all of a sudden your meal's like 30-40% more, and people can't afford things like that. They need to know what they're spending when they go out.
Other businesses have caught on to Yukon Spa's model. The owner of the Red Mammoth Bistro in Dawson City will be doing away with tipping once she reopens this spring.
Well, especially in Dawson City, seasonality is so big. So in the summer, of course, everybody is making significant tips, but in the winter is way more quiet. So I want to have a system that is sustainable year-round.
Over in Whitehorse, Riverside Groceries Cafe doesn't accept tips.
We're always trying to be as ethical and sustainable as possible, and it just seemed like an obvious choice for us. It seems like the tipping culture has kind of gotten a little bit out of hand lately.
We asked Yukoners what they thought about no tipping policies, and reactions varied.
That's a great idea. The cost of service should be included in the price. It makes it fair for the customer, makes it fair for the employee.
It's something that's always appreciated, but the biggest tip is just the customer returning.
It's good in the sense that it's guaranteed to get a tip to help subsidize income, but it doesn't leave any room for customer appreciation.
Manning says that he hopes Yukon Spa will continue to set a trend for more businesses in the Yukon. Bruce De La Cruz, CBC News, Dawson City.
The Yukon Skills Canada Territorial Competition has wrapped up in Whitehorse. Yukoners had the chance to show off their trades and technology skills. The CBC's George Moratis was there.
Ahad Habel wanted a challenge, so the Moroccan chose to compete in the category of public speaking.
At first, I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and try new stuff.
She certainly did that. English is her third language, while also being fluent in French and Arabic.
It's been great. I already won competition last year, and I wanted to try it out again this year.
So for folks listening that get the nerves, what advice do you have? How does one public speak well?
Just do it. Be confident about yourself. They might judge, but it's only a one-time thing.
For esthetician Angela Prochaska, it wasn't just the competition that was front of mind. It was her late father as well. A big Star Wars fan, she decided to paint nails in that theme in his honor.
It's hard. Definitely hard. I miss him. So every time that I did practice these nails, I'm reminded of him. It just makes me feel like more closer to him when I do like these special little things.
Carrick Masters is another competitor showing off his skills under the judges' watchful eyes.
It's pretty intense. When you make a mistake, you kind of look at it and, especially when you make, you could have done better or something like that, or something you knew. It kind of sucks, but you just got to do what you know.
Masters' work at the competition is also being inspired by his father.
As an electrician, he's pretty good at it, so that's kind of where I got it from.
The 18-year-old has his eyes set on a similar career.
Our job is to promote skilled trades and technology to Canada's youth, specifically Yukon's youth. What are skills is anything where you're using your hands to build stuff and make stuff, or your mind.
Mooney says thanks to renewed funding, more Yukoners are looking to trades and technology as a career choice.
I mean, AI can't unplug a toilet. And
Not yet.
Not yet, yeah, exactly. And they're not going to be able to fix your electrical systems and things like that. So we need to have skilled tradespeople who are problem solving daily and using the skills that they've learned and solving problems.
So we're doing a facial. This is my mom as my model. We're doing a hydrating facial today. We're actually just finishing up with putting on the finishing products onto the skin, and we're about to have our post-treatment consultation. A little nerve-wracking. I've never done anything like this before, and I'm still a bit new to facials.
Mom, parents spend a lifetime pampering their children. Now you're getting a little payback.
This is awesome.
How's she doing?
Fantastic. I could lie here all day long.
The winners from the competition will go on to represent the territory at the Nationals in Toronto. Winners from that event go to the World Skills Competition in Shanghai. George Moratis, CBC News, Whitehorse.
Traditional skills are being passed on from elders to students in Ulakuktuk Northwest Territories. The mentorship happens once a month during an award ceremony at the community school. As the CBC's Leni Lambring tells us, it means a lot to everyone involved.
Students, teachers, and parents are pouring into Ulakuktuk's school gym. The monthly award ceremony draws a crowd, but Madison Nakayok is focused on the task in front of her, lighting a kulek. Pounding beluga blubber, preparing the cotton, tending to the flame, Annie Goose and Mary Kudlak are teaching the traditional practice to older students at Helen Kalbach School.
There's Sierra, there's Madison, and Mackenzie. They were doing really well today. Different times each of them have tried. So they're getting the feel of just being comfortable and helping out.
The opportunity to learn from their elders is important to these young women.
It is quite a privilege. I am quite blessed that I can learn the ways of how our ancestors lived.
I think it just means becoming one of the future knowledge holders of the town. I kind of hope to pass it on to younger kids as they get older.
Nachayok, like the others, has tended to akulik at these ceremonies a few times now. She says it clears her mind and helps her feel at ease.
It's been kind of like a little journey for me because I want to be more cultural, and so I just try participate in cultural things.
Goose says the mentorship started about 3 years ago. She and a few other elders want to make sure the traditional practice isn't lost.
We're not going to be here all the time, you know, as elders. We want the young people to learn, not only hearing about it, but actually doing the work.
Goose hopes the students will keep practicing the skill of lighting a kulek, eventually passing it on to their families, children, and grandchildren, and keeping the tradition alive. Lini Lambrink, CBC News, Ulukaktuk.
And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, head to cbc.ca/north. We'll leave you tonight with a look at the hand games from today at NJ McPherson School here in Yellowknife. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Holden. Have a great weekend.